Hi, I'm Sarah, and this is Emma. Emma stands for Educational Multilingual Mentor Assistant. She is a little robot that I created that teaches kids the colors in Spanish depending on the button that they press. I made her with an Arduino UNO, programmed her with an Arduino IDE and processing. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how she works, how I programmed the code, and how I made the circuit. So now I'm going to show you how Emma works. First, we have to plug the Arduino into our computer so it can get the voltage, and we will see that the LED lights turn on, so it's receiving current. And now we're going to start our program in processing so we can run the code and it will have access to the audio files. So now it's going to start the program.
Hola, I'm Emma, your educational multilingual mentor assistant. I will be teaching you the colors in Spanish. Press my buttons to learn how to say a color. I hope you have fun. I know I will.
So I've noticed that the circuit is kind of sensible, so because of all the resistors and cables or being piled up, so it's better to use an object to press the buttons. So I'm going to show you one of the color examples.
Rojo is red.
So the good thing here is that you can manipulate the LED lights and show many colors and do many different audios to teach a bunch of different stuff. I'm gonna start by showing you the circuit. By itself is pretty simple, to be honest. I know the robot could look big, but it doesn't have that much inside really. It just has the cables connecting to the RGB LED lights, and it does that by these cutouts in the box. Just a very easy robot to make. The parts of the circuit, we have our buttons, each one connected to ground with a resistor, and they also are connected to a digital pin so they can be turned on by the code. And we also have the same thing, resistors and ground for each RGB LED in each side, and we have the 5 volts and the ground feeding the whole circuit. The code itself is pretty simple. Here we are using the Arduino IDE, and in our setup function we start our serial communication with 9600, and then we print the word hi. Here we have our processing IDE, which is programmed to, these are the objects for each, and we're gonna compare each serial communication to see if it checks. It's gonna read the serial communication, and then if it's equal to the variables that we assigned, this basically if they are the same word, they're gonna play an audio that they're getting access to with this library called Minim. Key important fact here is that it has to be an audio WAV, can't be M4A or any other program. Now here in our Arduino code, we are setting the eyes to look purple at the beginning, and here's the delay of how much the introduction time takes. Then we're going on our loop function, and we are reading each digital pin that's connected to a button, and if it's on high, then we're assigning the RGB LEDs to that color so it can match. We're having a delay, which is how much time it takes to say the translation in Spanish, and then we're turning them off so like we can get a clear start. We have that with red, yellow, green, blue, white, and then we have a serial flush in the end to get rid of any serial communication that we have left going on, and we also have my port clear to clear the port in processing. So in conclusion, Emma is a very easy robot to build. It could easily be built by children. It's a great project for them to start with coding. The coding is pretty simple itself. It only has if statements. The code is repeating, and it uses the Arduino functions that are built within the Arduino IDE. The circuit may need a little bit of advising on, because it's kind of hard to get all the cables, but still a very good project. It's also very interesting how you can manage to sell a product to a certain audience by like making it appealing visually to them. So yeah, I invite you to try this project. I've had much fun with it, and I hope you did too.